Yeah, that's me right there. I'm in pretty bad shape. This is what happens when a body smashes into concrete at 25 miles an hour. Don't worry, I'm gonna be all right. Mostly. You're probably wondering what happened, right? Well, you see, I was running away from a bunch of guys who were chasing me and yelling really awful things at me, things I refuse to remember. They chased me out onto an icy fire escape. I slipped and fell 2 stories. A custodian found me and called an ambulance. I ended up with a bunch of plates in my leg, and I was in a coma for 3 days. The police think these guys were trying to scare my family away. Well, you see, my dad's Arab. He moved to the United States to go to medical school, where he meets Mom, who's American, and they get married, and before you know it, I come along, and life's awesome. Until 9/11. Suddenly, my dad's a terrorist. No, he's a doctor. People wouldn't look me in the eye anymore. Even the teachers started treating me differently. I didn't feel like I belonged anywhere. And I heard more than once, just go home. Well, I am home, or at least I thought I was, until all of this. It took a long time before I could even walk again. But the thing is I wanted to be a professional dancer, and everybody thought I could do it. And now I got really depressed in the hospital. I wouldn't even eat. Then one day, in rehab, I meet this really amazing old lady. Her name's Mrs. B, and we really get along well because we both speak French. I tell her my story, and then the next day, she brings me this old book. It was a diary her mother had written, like over 100 years ago. I'm like, okay, this is probably gonna be really boring, but I couldn't put it down. I mean, this diary, it changed everything for me. I've changed. Yes, I'm changed. I've changed how I've changed. Woke today beneath one sun and slept beneath the same bright stars. Our mothers held us close last night to touch our hands and kiss our scars. We woke today to hopes and dreams, to joy and warmth, just like you. Though something keeps us far apart, I say that we're more one than two, but I changed. Yes, I'm changed. Tonight I changed how I've changed. Oh, I woke today beneath dark clouds with fears and sorrows all my own. My mother pulls me close and cries, the home we love, is it still home? We sleep tonight, both you and I, in darker times, a world undone. Your rage unbound, your fear of me, your words of hate made two from one. Now I'm changed. Oh, rearranged. Yes, I'm changed how I've changed. And I want to know hard to imagine how the story of a girl from over 100 years ago can change a life like mine in a world like mine. Well, I'm here to tell you we are different in some ways, but Marie Louise and I are far more alike than I ever could have imagined. Tell me, where is home? Home. Tell me, where is home? Home. Can I go home? Can I go home? New York City, America, 1903, September 30th. I'm thinking today is going to be one of the worst days of my life.
Ah, my friends, I'm thinking today is going to be the best day of my life. Would you look at her? Ooh, what a fine sight. A mighty woman with a torch whose flame.
His imprisoned lightning, ask her name. Mother of exiles, big in hand.
Glow's worldwide welcome. Her command.
Do you understand? She says, give me your tired, give me your poor, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Your huddled masses yearning to be free, send your homeless people to me. Give me your tired, give me your poor, I lift my lamp beside the golden door.
We bring our sorrows, our hopes and dreams.
Tossed and weary, Would you just look at her, my friend? Isn't she a fine sight?
Friends, do I know you?
Well, not yet, but I would be glad to make your acquaintance, and then we will be for sure. Patrick O'Halloran. Well, you and I became Americans together today, and that makes us friends, don't you think?
An interesting thought.
Well, what's your name, lad?
Giuseppe Antonio Giovanni Alessandro.
Well, that's quite the mouthful. Not Irish, huh?
Not at all.
I can see that. We'll work on that sense of humor.
Yes.
No!
Oh, she sure seems upset, but I don't understand much unless it's English.
Oh, they are speaking French.
You understand French? You are a good friend to have. What are they saying?
Well, I believe the older one is an aunt, perhaps a chaperone.
Marie-Louise, ma chère, qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Marie-Louise, my dear, what is wrong?
Oh, Joséphine, je suis misérable.
Oh, Josephine, I am just miserable.
Pourquoi, ma chère?
But why, my dear?
Je veux habiter à Paris.
I want to live in Paris.
Pas là.
Not there.
Regarde la ville. Très belle, oui.
But look at the city, so beautiful, yes?
New York City, America.
New York City, America.
I understood that part just fine.
Je ne veux pas y habiter.
I don't want to live there.
Je ne veux pas, je ne veux pas, je ne veux pas.
I don't want to, I don't want to, I don't want to.
I don't know why you are all so happy. Am I the only one who misses home? I'm not going.
No need, lad. She made herself quite clear.
Do you hear me? I'm not going.
Cheer up, miss. Why, we're in America.
I know where we are, thank you. But I have no wish to be in America. I don't know why you are all so happy. You all just lost your homes. I lost my home.
Ah, miss, I'm thinking today that I just gained a new home.
Well, perhaps your home was worth leaving, but mine was not. Have you ever been to Paris? The greatest city in the world?
Miss, until last week, I hadn't stepped foot outside of the County Wicklow, and I've just crossed the world, and I'm pretty happy about it.
Well, clearly county whatever was not Paris. And you? And you? Have you ever been to Paris? Paris? Ma Paris.
Le Duc. Is there Le Duc there? Do any of you know somebody named Le Duc?
Do you mean Le Duc? I am Marie-Louise Le Duc.
Ah, so this one has a name.
And such a beautiful name.
Mademoiselle Leduc.
Le Duc, miss, my job is to bring the baggage on deck as we prepare to disembark. Is that trunk yours?
Yes, it is.
Good. You'll soon need to gather your things.
You may take it down.
I may.
Yes, you may.
Well, I thank you for your permission, miss. But we're not unloading baggage yet. I'm just making sure that the things are accounted for.
I see. Very well. Ma Paris. Everything that is left to her is in this trunk.
Your city is gone?
Pardon me, Mademoiselle Leduc, but Paris is still there.
I know it is still there. That is the problem. It is there and I am here. You may put the trunk right here.
I may again.
Yes, I would simply like to get something. Or perhaps you may do it.
I see you are sad. Well, I understand sad, but it is never good to be long time sad. Is it help to talk about your city?
I do not know. I've only just left and I have not wanted to talk ever since.
Or maybe you try. Tell me about Paris.
Paris? Paris? Parigi? No, it is none of these things. It is Paris. But it is not just a word either. Paris is it is a spirit. It is a sound. The sound of musicians in the street or in the cafe. It is a smell. Oh, the smell of baguette from the boulangerie or flowers from the Luxembourg Gardens, which are, by the way, in Paris and not in Luxembourg. It is a vision. Artists on Montmartre, Notre Dame, and now the Eiffel Tower, which stands over everything. It's the studio where I studied ballet. The bridge where my mother held my hand as we crossed the Seine. So
So you see, Paris, it's something that lives inside of you. Ma, Paris. In the morning at 10, by the banks of the Seine, I buy one croissant
and a sweet Madeleine.
then off to ballet, where I dance through the day.
In the city of light,
In the city of fame, Ma, Paris. To the bar then I go, take my place in the row, where my feet gently glide, with arms graceful flow. There each step and each turn takes away my disguise. Every joy, every loss is the dance of our lives, Ma, Paris. The city of art, la dance, la musique, the heart of it all, Ma, Paris. The city of endless beauty, the heart of it all, Ma, Paris. And then on my way to the Champs-Élysées, where I stare at milk clouds in my cafe au lait. It's a crepe for my lunch as accordions play.
to the sound of the street, the sound of my name,
Ma, Paris.
elegant ladies in gowns by Poirot, promenade by in their feathered chapeaux.
There's no other place for me but right there.
Where even the dogs have jewels in their hair,
Ma, Paris. Ah, Ma, Paris.
The city of stars, the heart of it all, Ma, Paris. The city of song and wonder.
The heart of it all, Ma, Paris. As the sun slowly falls, a new sound gently calls. In the city of light, there's no time for a pause. As the waiters set tables with wine, cheese, and bread, Ma, Paris is electric for what lies ahead.
The night falls in exaltation, the cabarets of the nation breathe out their celebration, the spirit of creation.
It's just another reason to take me to Paris then. A reason why it's easy to love all things Parisian.
Where each dancer is a starlet, Francine, Clarice, and Charlotte. Their skirts twirl blue and scarlet, jewel the jade and garnet.
If you could only see them, you'd celebrate Paris then. And see why it's easy to love all things Parisian.
Their room is filled with painters, and poets share their latest.
As one their glass to raises.
To toast the city of greatness.
And everyone cheers them. Let's hear it for Paris then. And every day, all seasons, you want to be Parisian. chest tightens with excitement as her spirit lightens. The darkness no longer frightens me as I take the time to write. When will I have a reason for dancing and for dreaming? A reason why it's easy for me to be Parisian. Oh, when will you take me back? Oh, please, I wanna go back. How I long for another day back in my Paris.
I am sitting alone in New York Harbor, and the thing that everybody gets excited about is something that came from France. Until 2 weeks ago, I had the pleasure of seeing French things every day for my whole life. No more. One day, 2 weeks ago, my father comes home from work, and with no warning, he says,
Marie-Louise, we are going to America. Your Uncle Jacques is moving from Montreal to New York, and we are going into business together.
But Papa, I do not want to go to America. I love France. All of my memories are here.
There is no time for reminiscing or memories. We leave in 2 weeks.
He just doesn't understand how this breaks my heart. I was going to be a dancer, studying in the finest school in all of Europe, in all of the world, but now all of that is lost. My dream is lost.
And my home is lost, all in one day. This would not have happened to me if I were a man. A man could make his own decisions and live his own life, but not me. I must live with my family until I find a husband. It is not right. Today, I met others traveling on this boat, and I look at them and wonder, what is American? How do you make a country with people from 1,000 different places? This one Irish, and that one a Russian Jew. This one Italian, and that one African. Which one is American? Oh, I am surely not American. How can I ever forgive him for crushing my dreams and breaking my heart?
I wanted to dance under the bright lights of Paris, the greatest city in the world. Now, here I am in a dirty place full of people who don't understand beauty at all. Whatever will I do? And what happens to my dream? Oh, Father, must I follow your dream and not my own? And Father, why must your dream tear me from my home? Why did no one ask what I want, what I need? Why has no one asked about the dream I dreamed? Oh, my heart, the rhythm of my heart is mine alone. Yes, my heart is a bird who sings a song that glows. If the bird can sing the light, then I can as I fly. I will light a lamp and I will dance tonight. With everything we are inside us burning bright, we step onto the stage and dance in the light. America, you are called land of dreams, land of hope. And America, do you see in my hand the dream I hold? They keep telling me that your lamp is my guide, but the light that calls to me is a light inside. With everything we are inside us burning bright, we step onto the stage and dance in the light. I wanna dance, wanna dance, wanna dance in the light. I wanna shine like a sun that's burning bright. I wanna dance, wanna dance, wanna
song the light, and dreamers, we burn with the fire inside. If anyone should ask what I want, what I need, I say I want to dance to the light I dreamed. With everything in my heart, I know what is right. Now I'm gonna step out and dance in the light. I wanna dream, gonna dream, gonna dream and be the light. I wanna shine like a sun that's burning bright. I wanna dance, wanna dance, wanna dance in the light. Gonna dance in the light.
Dancers, we will dance into the sun. And dancers, our dream is the dance that's never done. With everything we are inside us burning bright, we step onto the stage and dance in the light. They're gonna see, gonna see, gonna see me in the light. I'm gonna shine. I'm a lamp that's burning bright. I wanna dance, wanna dance, wanna dance in the light. I wanna dance in the light. In the light. I wanna dance in the light. I wanna dance in the light. Yes. Yes.
And
I do.
this is how you do your dance.
It is not so clumsy.
Oh, I beg your pardon, Mr. Duke. I meant no offense.
Yes. Yes, in France I studied ballet. You know, the French have cultivated this great art for over 200 years. Ballet is elegance. Ballet is grace. It is the highest beauty of the body in motion.
Oh, I have never seen dance like this. Can you do that again?
Brava.
That is all very nice, but
Yes?
something seems to be missing. It's a way to dance, I reckon, but I don't think it's the only way.
Yes, of course, like the cabaret showgirls. Oh, I adore them, jumping around and flailing their arms about. But everyone knows ballet is the highest form of dance.
The highest.
Yes,
The highest. Well, that just may be true.
of course it is true.
But if it's the highest, then I got a feeling something's missing in those high places.
Missing?
That ballet, well, it's pretty, miss.
Of course it is pretty. It's beautiful.
It's pretty like a flower is pretty. And sure, there ain't nothing wrong with pretty. But see, you're in America now.
You need not remind me.
You know, America might have a good lesson to teach you.
A good lesson. This could be most fascinating. I wonder what he's going to say next.
I don't know, but I'm thinking I'm going to like it.
What lesson might that be?
In America, there's not just one way of doing things. Sometimes the story of life isn't just the pretty flowers. It's the good earth that the flowers are growing from. Sometimes you gotta plant your feet in that good earth and feel it giving its energies up to you. Feel it telling its story. That ballet, well, it's all up here. But dance, it comes from here too.
But she makes a good point. You cannot argue with tradition.
Some traditions go back a slight longer than 200 years, you know. My grandpa never let me forget where my family's from. A different part of the world in your Paris. I got a good life here, but that African earth, it calls me. Maybe you ought to put some of that good earth underneath those pretty flowers of yours.
What do you mean?
Let me tell you a story about my grandpa's grandma. She was the daughter of a powerful village leader in the Yoruba tribe of West Africa. Kind of a princess, just not as royal-like. And she was a dancer too. Mind you, everyone in her tribe to dance, it was just a part of everyday life. But she was special. Everyone in the village would stop and watch, awed by her beauty and this heavenly gift she had to move people's souls. It won't nothing like that ballet of yours. No, there was a deep pulse and rhythm that started in her feet and moved through her hips and right up and out, a smile so bright you could light the whole west coast of Africa with it.
What a beautiful story.
Every young man wanted to be her husband, but she had her heart set on her one true love, Dio.
Oh, romantic.
Yeah, well, they got married, but the rest of the story ain't so romantic after that.
Oh dear. Monsieur,
It was a long time ago, and ain't a lot we can do about it now. And Miss LeDuc, it's Brown, Jeremiah Brown, but no need for formalities. Just call me Jeremiah.
enchanté. Nice to meet you. Jeremiah? Formalities, no, of course not. I am Marie-Louise.
Well, this is quite the tale there, Jeremiah. I would assume we're a ship full of stories. Some good, some a little tougher to swallow, but all worth the while to listen.
The good and bad times make us, well, us. A better us.
Aye, like me ma used to tell me when I'd get blue about me own lot in life. It's the tough times. They make you stronger, lad.
You seem so happy. It's hard to imagine someone like you being sad about life.
I've had to make me way through some hard times, especially having to leave me family and country behind. County Wicklow, the Garden of Ireland, we used to call it.
If it is so beautiful, why did you leave?
Aye, why would a man leave the beautiful mountains of Wicklow where the waves of the sea meet the green land of Ireland?
Yes, why?
Land. Land is the answer. Well, it's a fine piece of land, but not enough of it to go around in my case.
Your land was taken away?
No, nothing like that. Me da is a fine man. Took care of us well, gave us a good meal each night, but the O'Halloran land, there's not much to it, and it's destined to me da's eldest son, which would be my dear brother Jimmy.
You wouldn't share?
Jimmy is as good and as true as a brother could be, but he has a family to be feeding and only so much land to be doing it on. If you keep cutting it into smaller and smaller pieces, soon enough you'll only have a little square, and that's not even enough to stand on. So Jimmy and his family will get the land.
And what becomes of you?
My, what becomes of me? It's a question me friends would ask me in the pub every night.
Hey, Patty, where are you going now?
Well, I knew the day was coming, the day I had to go out and make a life for myself. I looked around and saw those that were only almost living. Patty, I said to myself, Patty, no almost life for you, boy, oh no. And then, I looked out on the sea one day and it came to me. It's time to make your mark in America, Patty. America. Oh, come on, guys. I knew a man who lived his days to get to one from one before. And when he was an old man, he boasted how he dodged the storm. And as the old man, he'd say, don't let the beauty drift away. Like the waters, everything alters. He died and never lived a day. Oh yes, my friends, he dodged the storm with 2 sons and an almost wife. He almost hurt, he almost cried, he almost had an almost life. But not me. No almost river for me, throw me in the sea. No almost frost for me, chill me to the bone. No almost life for me, no almost life, but life, all of this life for me, lads. There's my home. Throw me head first into the deep. Give me the sun, give me the storm. Give me a bonny lass, and we'll dance through the night and greet the morn. No almost almost river for me. Throw me in the sea. No almost frost for me. Chill me to the bone. No almost life for me. No almost life, but life. All of this life for me, lads, and there's my home. I knew a man who lived his days to feed his children and their ma. He turned the earth and sowed the field and fed them all. He did, my da. I heard my dear old da, he'd say, don't let the beauty drift away. Like the waters, everything alters, but you find your way to love each day. There's Jimmy, Matty, David, you, then Lauren, Peg, Maureen, and Kate. We love you, son, but lords we're not. No pot of gold, nor land for 8. And I knew my dear old da was right, for if I stayed, my path was set. I'd almost have an almost wife, with almost land, it's almost life. No. No almost river for me.
Throw me in the sea.
No almost frost for me.
Chill me to the bone.
No almost life for me. No almost life, but life. All of this life for me, lads, and there's my home. I want to live my good, sweet life. Make it no less than what I dream. I want to raise a pint to time, and time will raise a pint to me. Have you ever felt the rain fall down on your face, or sunk your hands into the earth? Has the raging wind asked you, do you live life for all it's worth?
Hi, Patty!
Almost river for me.
Throw me in the sea.
No almost frost for me.
Chill me to the bone.
No almost life for me.
No almost life, but life. All of this life for me, lads. There's my home.
No almost river for me.
Throw me in the sea.
No almost frost for me.
Chill me to the bone.
No almost life for me.
No almost life, but life. All of this life for me, lads. There's my home. All of this life for me, lads.
There's my home.
Oh, I love the story of your village.
Why, thank you.
I come from village too.
Oh, and you might tell us about it.
Me? Oh, I wish I had more words. I love talk, but I can't well talk English.
Well, then let's start with your name.
Me? I am Yael.
Yeah? Yeah, that's a strange name for a girl.
Oh, no, not Yael. That means loud talk, yes? Oh, that is funny. No, my name is Yael.
I ain't never met a girl named Yael before.
So, Yael, your parents were farmers?
No, not farmers. My father makes clothes. It puts together from pieces and fix clothes.
A tailor.
Oh, tailor. Oh, is that word?
Yes.
Ah, tailor, not farmer. Oh, how he loves fixed clothes. He sees hole in your pants and sews it right there, no money. And makes pretty clothes sometimes, like yours.
Where did you come from?
Russia, but we are not Russians.
From Russia, but not Russians?
No, we are Jews. Jews, we are like people from place, but then people tell us our home is not our home.
Why did you leave?
A very long travel. The people in my village, they leaving for years and years. But my family, we stay. My father says, Yael, we have a good home and I have good work. Tailor, yes? So we stay. Home, friends, but friends, they leaving too. And then uncles and cousins, well, they leave.
Are you all right? Miss, forgive me, I do not know your proper name.
Proper name?
I believe she's asking for what comes after Yael. Well, as in Yael?
Lieberman! Oh, I am Lieberman.
Yeah. Miss Lieberman, the expression on your face, it was like a shadow.
Yes, shadow. Shadow of memory. But I am happy now.
Please, do go on. I am most interested. You were telling us of people leaving your village. Why did they leave?
The people in my village, they were not always treated well, not kind. Well, I think people be kind is better, don't you?
Yes.
But it was not kind. Then came the... Oh, I hope you don't have a word for it in your languages. Oh, there shouldn't be. But where I come from, we call it pogrom. Pogrom, it is like the word for thunder, but it is thunder and lightning both. Oh, they beat Jews. Oh, so terrible. The pogrom comes. They smash Mr. Stern's shop. Oh, Mr. Stern, such a good man. I loved to go to his shop, even when I didn't have money to buy, just to stand and look at all the beautiful things on shelf, and he would always let me stand and look. Yes, they smash shop, break things. They hurt people in my village. You know, they take the Jewish boys, put them in the army. My brothers were in the woods all night, in the cold, and the angry people yell at me, tell me my home is not my home. I was scared. And then morning comes and everyone is sad. My father says, Yael, today we leave. So we find my brothers, we pack things, we leave. Yael, he says, our village has moved away. We find new village in America. Oh, we go to New York village. Aye, it is a very big village.
I met someone today who also lost her home. But she lost it because others pushed her away.
And she was scared. Then she said,
so we go to America, where even Jews can call it home. A big woman liberty. As we go, we find other Jews. Oh, so many Jews in the world. Oh, America Jews send me book. Oh, it says a good thing. You are smart. You read. Oh, I not well read.
Hold fast. This is most necessary in America. Select a goal and pursue it with all your might. In your life, you will experience a bad time, but sooner or later, you will achieve your goal.
I thought I had a hard road, but you have traveled many more miles in many ways.
Yes, but a good story. Like, I am living in story that old women would tell us in my village. A Jewish story always begins in exile and suffering, but ends with freedom. With her tongue loosened by the great divine, she poured out tales of days and ways long past. She told us joys and sorrows, weddings and wakes, and we would listen to each word held fast. Come hear my tale, O child of Abraham, a tale of steadfast hope, unceasing toil. We traveled far and wide to reach this place. We sowed in tears, now reap in joy. She said, it was a road, it was a horse, it was a walk, and then a run. It was a hope, it was a dream, always knowing of the glow inside. Then we, the exiles, fled to the forward winds. The shores of Babylon we soaked with tears. We found new lands, but sang the same laments as cold, cruel blows befell us once again. We sought a better life in towns like this, but troubles followed us in each new place. As the years passed, the towns dissolved away, the wanderers once more in search of grace. She said, it was an ache, it was a cry, it was a walk and then a run. It was a hope, it was a dream, always yearning in the burning sun.
What is the sound of a person leaving home?
What is the sound of giving up what you know?
Then Lieberman arose to say no more. With wife, sons, daughter, that's me. They dried their eyes so they might rise and turn towards the setting sun, turn toward the sea. The setting sun became their guide, their lamp. They walked, they ran, and wished they could have flown. They crossed the land and then they crossed the sea to reach the place of promise kept. always heading toward the setting sun. Always heading toward the setting sun.
Freedom.
Svoboda.
Liberté.
Libertà.
Freedom.
Freedom. Freedom. I hear America singing. It's a song that calls to me. I hear America singing, and I can't wait to be free. These shores are calling out my name. Jew, Irish, French, it's all the same. They shake off the dust and become the light that shines to a brand new sun. I hear America singing, and it's a song that calls to me. I hear America singing, and I can't wait to be free.
I hear America singing, and it's a song that calls to me. I hear America singing, and I can't wait to be free.
Freedom, go where you think you're going. When he sells the corn and you do the sowing. Is this man free to be what he wants to become? When they have all the money and my people have none. Tell me about freedom. Talk to me. Because if someone looks like me, he ain't free. I hear America singing, and it's a song I wanna share. I hear America singing, but then we just ain't there.
I hear your words, and your words are right. No one is free if even one is kicked aside. They beat me too, laughing, yelling, ugly Jew. It was a bad winter, a time long and cruel. But I'm telling you, there's something to believe in. I can't help but believe in freedom. I hear America singing, and it's a song that calls to me. I hear America singing, and I can't wait to be free.
I hear America singing, and it's a song that calls to me. I hear America singing, and I can't wait to be free.
My father came here on a different kind of ship, and freedom wasn't rolling off America's lips. I love this talk of freedom, yeah, let it rain. But empty words won't break any shackle, any chain. I would love to join the song of liberty, but a song won't bring back the lives lost to me. I hear America singing, and it's a song I wanna share. I hear America singing, but we just ain't there. None of you have freedom when they chain me. Freedom, well, it's not what it seems. Right for me.
Libertà.
Liberty.
Freedom! I hear America singing, and it's a song that calls to me.
I hear America singing, and it's a song that calls to me. I hear America singing, singing freedom. Freedom.
Oh, there he is! Steward, arrest this man. He stole my purse.
Now, ma'am, are you sure he's the one?
Quite sure. He has been around the baggage all day, just lurking, waiting to steal something.
So that is
That's
not
all right.
true.
You can't be here.
That's
That's
the
the entire
be
day.
him. I know his kind. Just look at him.
No, it's not he.
Officer, please.
Keys are. My journey has followed a different path. Instead of freedom, I get their cold wrath. I love this talk of freedom, yeah, let it rain. But empty words won't break this shackle and this chain. I would love to join the song of liberty, but a song won't bring back the lives lost to me. I hear America singing, and it's a song I want to share. I hear America singing, but we just ain't there.
Officer, please, this man is innocent.
It is not right. Not right at all.
The young Jewish girl was telling us her story. A hard story, but she always had hope. I like hope. Then the Matelot. What's a Matelot? Oh, deckhand sailor. Then the deckhand, Jeremiah, told us about his family history. I have a feeling about him, like someone you meet and just know he has honor. A passenger on board accused him of stealing her purse. He wouldn't have done it. He couldn't have done it. No more time to write. An officer has come on board shouting, "Get in line." What a strange, loud man.
Can I please have your attention? Officer Lyon would like to speak to you about the next steps in your process.
Thank you, Agatha. All right, the first thing you need to know about America is that we love lines. Good, orderly lines, not willy-nilly lines. American lines have purpose. American lines have destiny. Young lady, do you seek destiny?
I am not sure.
Oh, you're not sure?
No, you see, my father, he...
Listen here, my young francophile, upstartified miscreant. Are you trying to defy this nobile process?
No, officer.
Then get in line. Go. Now, where was I?
American lines.
Yes, American lines. America loves a good line. Do you know why they call the crook crooked? It is because he is out of line. And it is your job to stay in line so that all steps proceed to the clearly
articulated.
Yes, exactly, the clearly articulated protocols and procedures set forth by the Bureau of Immigration, set forth by the Department of Commerce and Labor, set forth this year by the President of the United States, Theodore Roosevelt. Theodore Roosevelt, I say, and do you intend to defy the will of Theodore Roosevelt, President of the United States?
No, I was planning to.
Listen here, my wandering Gaelic whelp, get in line now and stop interrupting me and the President of the United States. Now, where was I?
Next steps, sir.
Yes, next steps. When you reach the moment of debarkation from this maritime conveyance, you will processify in a linear fashion.
When you get off the boat, walk in the line.
Exactly. When you reach the Ellis Island Immigration Station, you will see big, beautiful lines. Proud, majestic lines. Long lines. And do you intend to be processified in the most expeditionary fashion?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
Do you want this to go quickly?
Oh, yes.
Then get in line!
I know my English
Jesus
is bad,
H.
but
Christ.
now it feels very bad.
I've known English since I learned to talk, which was quite early, by the way, and I've never heard it spoken like that.
I think that your skills are not to blame for your confusion.
Excuse me, as you're standing on line, you will maintain complete discipline.
In English, do you say stand on line or stand in line?
Well, that's a fine question on line syntax, which I suspect will be debated for years. I believe that the preferred variant will be on line. I believe that the American line will become splendidly long, and in this great age of the future, paper boys will ride their bikes next to these lines so that people can get their news online. Libraries will be built next to these lines, these great, splendid lines so that people can read online. And get their answers online. Yes, I believe that everything will be online.
Perhaps stores, too?
Online shopping. Well, that's a capital idea. I believe that even people will look for a husband or a wife online, giving birth to what will be known as online courting. Yes, I believe everything will be in order.
Perhaps, sir, if we are so lucky.
Now, it is a scientific fact that everything in this universe is headed towards lines. Headlines and deadlines, lifelines and bottom lines, main lines and trunk lines, beelines and felines. Yes, everything is in order.
Excuse me, Officer Line, but according to the law of thermodynamics, first discovered in 1824 by French scientist Sardis Carnot, everything in the end will tend towards entropy.
What?
In the end, everything will begin in chaos and disorder.
Not in America, it doesn't. We have a constitution that has a much better set of laws, and I will not conform to your laws of...
Thermodynamics.
Yes,
sir.
of the I've never heard of that place, and it seems like an awful place,
Well,
so
it's
you
not a
must be
place.
happy to be in America.
Oh, yes, I am, sir, but it is not
Listen
a place.
here, Malatinate rapscallion. Are you planning political sedition from this land of yours? This place of chaos and disorder?
Fight the urge, I say, fight the urge! You gotta get in line, sir! You got to get in line, get in line. Get in line. Straight and fine, bold and wide, all inclined to get in line, get in line, get in line, just get in line. The line is what makes order orderly. It's the X making circles quarterly. It's the underscore that completes your addition, that law that keeps the crooked from sedition. The mark that separates your here from there. Four glorious strokes that bound a perfect square. Some dotted and some dashed, some thick, some fine. The thing our world defines, a straight, great line. You got to get in line, get in line. You guys, get in line, get in line. Oh, ticking time, course refined, all inclined to get in line, get in line, get in line, just get in line. Excuse me, officer. The line is not a sign meant to confine and make a mind sterile, blind, and anodyne. Sometimes the line is a thing to be crossed, the chance you take before the moment is lost. The path that goes beyond the hero's story, his road to destiny and glory. The path between eternity and time, transforming ordinary to sublime. You've got to take the time to cross the line. What a crime to stay blind. A life confined and circumscribed. See it shine the other side. Cross the line, cross the line.
No, you got to get in line, get in line. Oh, get in line, get in line. Ticking time, course refined, all inclined to get in line, get in line, get in line, just get in line. All right, keep up, y'all.
Dear sir, I honor your line adulation, but I have seen those coming to this nation, like the composer whose lines are staff and measure. The straight soon bends to an adventure. They look beyond horizons and the scene, and follow paths that arc to the unseen. So the line is the poet's rhyme, the lover's sigh, the thing inside. You want to write beyond day and night, black and white. The foggy crime past clear sight, darkness that's light, shadow that's bright.
No, you got to get in line, just get in line. Oh, please, just get in line, get in line. Ticking time, course refined, all inclined to get in line, get in line, get in line. Guys, get in line. The mark that separates your here from there. Oh, four glorious strokes that bound the perfect square. Some dotted and some dashed, some thick, some fine. One thing our world defines.
line.
That
Anyway.
man is crazy.
Something tells me he's not a real officer.
Something tells me he's a little unwell, if you know what I mean?
Yes, of course.
My friend, the purse! Yes.
Oh, the purse that Jeremiah was accused of stealing.
Sir, I have found the purse. Mr. Brown is innocent.
Of course he's innocent. He is such a...
A good fellow?
Yes, but something more. He's a...
Honest.
Yes, but something more. He's
Since I examined the situation as my father taught me, with scientific method, it was just a matter of putting the clues together.
Oh, so happy to see you again.
Seems I was innocent after all.
Well, I'm sorry you were unjustly accused.
You get used to it.
It is just not fair.
I'm just happy I could get back to work.
Oh, well, you have him to thank for that.
Dr. Science has a method. Like I said, you are a useful friend.
I do not deserve your praise. Jeremiah was innocent. This was an observable fact. I just looked for more facts to put the clues together.
Oh, I swear, he has the most interesting way of saying things.
I remembered some children playing around the deck, and I recalled the mischievous things I did as a child.
Well, it's good to hear that you had a playful side.
I examined the boxes and noticed that all of them were latched, except one. I opened it, and there it was. Our criminals are simply unruly children in need of a scolding, which my mother would provide with pleasure.
Are you traveling with parents?
Yes, and my sister. My father is coming to America to continue his research.
He must be most intelligent.
Oh, yes, Mama as well. She teaches me to see things as they are. And Papa, he teaches me to love mystery. With us, in the unknown, always in the middle. So it was with the purse. So it is with America. Unfortunately, not everyone takes the time to see the truth. Yeah. And even when they do, they are blinded by what they want to be true. Mm-hmm. It is most unscientific.
I appreciate your love of such things, but science cannot paint a picture or tell a beautiful story.
On the contrary, Mademoiselle Leduc, it is a story of beauty in our world. May I remind you that Leonardo da Vinci was both an artist and a scientist, and Italian. Yes, I have studied years of science with fascination, oftentimes losing myself in the books. Mama would not always be so pleased with me.
Giuseppe, with your nose in a book again.
Yes, Mama, I am learning.
What I am learning is this house is a mess. So while you are thinking of the unknown, you and your books have not cleaned this house. So unless you're reading a book about how to clean a house, it is time to get to work.
Yes, Mama. What makes the secrets of the earth? What makes the wonders of the sky? These questions are the tales of science. Which one above all others, why? These tales have been my papa's passion. Each night he'd share his latest bits. Each night I'd wait for these bright words.
My boy, Giuseppe, look at this. Biology, zoology, anatomy, and botany, cosmology, technology, astronomy, and chemistry.
At dinner's end, he stands and smiles, kisses Mama, Nina, me. The lamplight flares, books come alive as pencils scratch and pages leap. He reads his books for hours on hours and writes by waning light. The shadow dances, the oil burns, my mentor working through the night.
Arithmetic to algebra, geometry to calculus, the fractions, products, quotients, sums, the theorems, proofs, and postulates.
Copernicus to Galilee, Nobel, Pascal, Curie, and
Hook, Jenner, Newton, Darwin, Planck, one born, quest, one more new book.
I study him and learn to love the mystery of weary eyes. And in my bed I drift away to dream that I could be so wise. Each day a tale of magic sight, each night a tale of wisdom's light. Though lamps may fade and darkness fall, the light of truth endures through all. You can offer no defiance when you hear the tales of silence.
Biology, zoology, anatomy, and botany, cosmology, technology, astrology, and chemistry.
Why apples fall but birds can fly.
Why oceans wet but deserts dry.
Sun and moon and stars and sky.
The truth is always asking why.
The truth is our reliance.
When we tell the tales of science.
knows a thing or two about, what was it called? Science method?
Scientific method.
Seems like a fancy way of just saying using your noggin.
Your name
But
is-
Professor Science Method here with the 14 names sure did put his to good use.
Your name is Mr. Alessandro, right? I must thank you, all of you. If it had not been for you, I would have lost my job.
You like work on boat?
I do. It's a family tradition.
Oh, your family worked this boat too.
No, Yael. You said your daddy makes clothes, is that right?
Oh, yes, he does, and such wonderful clothes.
Well, I bet you he knows a thing or two about cotton. Folks have been wearing it on your side of the ocean for years. But a lot started growing on this side of the ocean. A little short plant it is with a little puff of white on top.
Oh, so your family were farmers.
I think farmer is someone who has a choice. When you don't have a choice, I think there's another word for it. Ain't no white man grew that cotton. And ain't no white man picked it off the ground either. And the Negro cotton pickers back in my grandpa's days, they didn't have no choice. They were slaves. But no, my grandpa didn't grow it or pick it.
So what did he do? And how did it get you here?
One more thing about the cotton. Ain't no white man put it on no boat neither. So for your grandpa to make clothes out of it, and your grandma to wear it, it was my grandpa who put it on that boat.
You're in New York?
No, Marie Louise. Do you remember the story I was telling you about Benny and Dial?
Yes, your African ancestors.
Yeah, well, Dial was sold to slave traders a few months after the wedding. Benny insisted on going with him.
I have heard about the slaves in the war here in America.
They were lucky as far as slaves could be. They survived the journey and were bought together by a half-decent master.
It must have been a horrible journey.
Sure, not the first-class accommodations you're used to.
No. But they did make it, yes?
Yes. The master owns them all their lives, and his children owns their children, and so on. All of them in Charleston, that's in South Carolina, where my granddaddy started loading boats on the ships.
Well, I still don't understand how it brought you to New York.
Well, it's not so much as I came to New York as I came to this here boat. Sometimes I feel as though the ocean is my home more than any piece of land.
You must see many things in journey.
When the war ended, Grandpa Jonah was still good at loading cotton on the boats, but he didn't want to see Charleston no more than he had to, so he moved to Philadelphia. That's in Pennsylvania, where he, and later my daddy, started loading these docks and working these docks. One day, the captain of that ship, tells my grandpa that he's looking for deckhands. And my grandpa's old. He's tired, and you're working hard, and you're gone a long time. So my grandpa tells him about me. And that good man, he gives me my grandpa's job. So now I work on these boats.
You must see much ocean. I have never seen ocean or anything before this travel.
Aye, lucky you getting to wander the world brave and free.
Not exactly.
What do you mean? Not exactly.
Well, colored people aren't just made to be ship hands or cotton pickers. We are creative people. You know, one time I was on shore, and I saved up my money. I went to see a show where everybody on the stage looked just like me. Imagine that. And the star of the show, people loved him. That man was an artist. Bert Williams was his name. Bert Williams. And then I found out they're writing songs written by another colored man. And Dunbar's his name. And he's a poet. A poet who writes about what it's like to be a colored man in a world that maybe wants you some other time, but never quite wants you to belong. Like you're a bird that they take out of the cage when it's helpful, but they put you back when they're done with you. The colored man's cage has bars that you can't always see, but it is always there. When the wind stirs soft through the springing grass, the river flows like a stream of glass, the faint perfume of its chalice steals. I know what the cage bird feels. I know blood is red on the cruel bars. The pain still throbs in the old scars and pulse again with a keener sting. I know why he beats his wings.
Hear him sing his song, and his voice is strong, though he has been wrong. He sings his song.
I know why the cage birds sing of me. When his wing is bruised and his bosom sore, a prayer he sends from his heart deep core, a plea upward to heaven he flings. I know why he beats his wings. I know what the cage bird feels at last. When he beats his bars and he would be free, it's not a song of joy or glee, a prayer, a plea to heaven he flings. I know why he beats his wings. Hear him sing his song, sing his song. Though the night is long, he sings his song. I know
Look! It's the ferry! Oh, our long journey is finally coming to an end. It has been a pleasure to meet all of you.
Oh, yes, so happy. You are such good people. Have a good travel.
It has been my honor.
Oh, again sad?
Oh. I am now faced once again with my broken dreams.
And what exactly would that broken dream be?
All I ever wanted was to be a professional dancer. And everyone thought I could do it. And now I can't.
What did you just say?
All I ever wanted was to be a professional dancer, and now I can't.
And what did he say?
My chers, that is the best part of the story, and the part that changed everything. Keep reading. All I ever wanted was to be a professional dancer. And everyone thought I could do it. And now I can't.
You can be anything that you want to be. Take it from me. It can be hard to pursue a dream, but look here. Great dreams are worth great courage.
Yes. Great dreams. Great dreams. What is the sound of a person leaving home? What is the sound of giving up what you know? It's one last laugh in silence, then one last cry. It's one last mother used to say, "Stop that crying, child." I feel as though she is saying it still. I am no longer the child, but the little girl inside me still wants to cry. To cry about all that I am leaving behind. My mother would read me a poem and say, "Remember, my dear, hope is the thing with feathers. With hope, you can fly. Without it, you will only ever be on the ground." I got on the boat and looked back. I looked at the clouds on the dock and I thought, why are you smiling? We are leaving you forever, and some of you may never see some of us again. And I thought, I may never see these beautiful shores again, ever. Ever. I got on the boat and I looked back. I looked down at the water and it started to boil like a bubbling pot as the ship moved slowly away. And I looked out at the open ocean. Which way do you look on the journey? Do you look back in yearning? At the streets and the places, at the friends and the faces, at all the precious things that filled your days. Do you watch the crowd wave? Do you watch the land fade? Watch the water churning as you pull away. What is the sound of a person leaving home? What is the sound of giving up what you know? It's one last laugh, then silence, then one last cry. It's one last sigh as the door shuts, one last time. Which way do you look on the journey? Ahead to where a vision's forming. At the things you can't see, at what you hope to be, at the distance into the horizon, at the fog and the mystery, at your chance to make history, into the sunset to see a new day rising. What is the sound of a person coming home? What is the sound of claiming your own road? It's one breath in and a footstep, then a bird in flight. It's one brave song as the door opens on your life.
Marie Louise, I will have shore leave in 4 weeks. May I call on you then?
You may.
I may.
Yes, you may.
A letter. To me. It's from Mrs. B. September 30th, 2003. To my dear friend. I hope you enjoyed this story and take some hope from it. My mother gave me this diary before she passed away, and since then I made a point of tracking down some of the people in it.
Patrick O'Halloran!
I talked to George O'Halloran, Patrick's grandson living in Chicago. Patrick lived out his dream as a farmer in Illinois, and George said he was the most cheerful person he ever knew.
Yael Lieberman.
Yael's family stayed in New York, and then she moved to Boston after getting married. Her granddaughter, named Yael in her honor, said that her grandmother remained deeply kind, caring, and generous all her life.
Giuseppe Alessandro.
Giuseppe Alessandro got his degree in physics and then moved to Connecticut to become a professor.
His grandson in California says that everyone in his family still loves to learn. And Jeremiah? Where do you think the B comes from in Mrs. B? My mother said she fell in love the moment he offered her a handkerchief on the boat.
Mary Louis Leduc?
They courted, married, and stayed in New York. He went to work in the theaters that he loved, becoming a set designer. She found a new path with a modern dance company, embracing the rhythms so adored by my father. They faced a hard road, but always said it was worth it. My father told me many times,
America has a great dream, and great dreams are worth great courage.
this is the story of America. Now you can add one more name to this story. Yours, Fariha Hamdi. It is as American a name as any. Good luck, child. Veronica Brown. Yes, everything changed today. You see, home isn't about where you come from. It's about where you are. Not so much the physical place, but the idea, the dream. And what dream defines this nation? That all are created equal and free.
A mighty woman with a torch whose flame
Is imprisoned lightning. You ask her name. Her name is life.
Her name is dream.
Her name is light.
Her name is freedom. Mother of exile.
Mother of exiles, her beacon hand.
Close worldwide welcome.
Close worldwide welcome.
Close worldwide welcome.
Her command. Do you understand?
She says, give me your tired, give me your poor, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Your huddled masses yearning to be free, send your homeless people to me. Give me your tired, give me your poor, I lift my lamp beside the golden door.
No homeless life for me, throw me in the sea.
Biology, zoology, anatomy, and botany.
No almost life for me, chill me to the bone.
Cosmology, technology, astronomy, and chemistry.
All this life for me, America. There's my home.
I know
Why the cage bird sings.
I know.
Why the cage bird sings.
I
America. You are called land of dreams, land of hope.
In America, do you see in our hands the dreams we hold?
If anyone should ask what we want, what we need,
Tell them we're going to dance to the light we dream.
Tell me where is home?
Tell me where is home.
I want to go home.
I hear America singing, and its song that calls to me.
I hear America singing, and I can't wait to be free.
these shores are calling out my name. Italian, French, it's all the same.
We shake off the dust and become the light that shines from a brand new sun.
I hear America singing, and it's a song that calls to me. I hear America singing, and I can't wait to be free. I hear America singing, and it's a song that calls to me. I hear America singing.
I've changed. Today I've changed. I've changed. How I've changed. Woke today beneath dark clouds with broken dreams without a home. Today a nation